Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, as you can see, I've built the cyber terrain that I got from WarGames recently. So this is a bit of a showcase stroke review of the kits. So these kits are made by TT Combat, and it's the cyber Sci-Fi Gothic range. I had three kits: the cyber tower, the cyber plant, and the cyber defense platform. And like I said, I got these from Martin McNeil at WarGames. I'll put a link to WarGames' Facebook page, his YouTube channel, and his email address. He basically owns his own WarGames store. Started life on YouTube, so he's one of us. And if you can support him, place your orders with him. It'd be really, really awesome. He has some fantastic discounts, and as you can see, he does lots of different stuff at his store. So it's well worth having a look at WarGames at your earliest opportunity. Okay, so let's have a review then of this stuff. So obviously these are all made of MDF. On this occasion I chose to use PVA glue, the white glue. I have made MDF stuff before, and I've used super glue, which works fine. But I wanted to make this with my daughter, who seemed very interested in making it with me. She's 7.5. And she helped me quite a lot, so she sort of helped push the bits out of the frames, and then she helped me glue some of the joints together with PVA glue. So obviously that does indicate that these are very simple kits to build, and we had great fun together, which is really nice, just having that little family time together as well. So let's have a look. We'll start off with the big bad boy in the middle. Just move those to the side for a second. Okay, so the little, as they call it, the defense platform, or basically pylon. So this pylon is, I was quite interested to see this one because I didn't know what size it was going to be. Now it is definitely smaller than a full-sized pylon, as I call it. I think they've changed the name now, haven't they, to a gauze pylon. But the big pylon, it's smaller than that. It's about 9 inches tall. Now I thought, okay, well, if it's smaller than that, it might be the same size as the sentry pylons, which I had a look on Forge World website because I don't own one. And the sentry pylons, they indicate that they are 6 inches tall. So this actually sits in between both, which is almost slightly odd. I mean, it does obviously make an excellent piece of terrain, but of course it would be great if we can use it as a pylon as well. Now 3 inches bigger than a sentry pylon I think is not an issue. I think, you know, you can always have bigger models rather than smaller models, so I think this would make a fantastic stand-in for a sentry pylon. Don't think it would work so well as a full-size pylon. I think it's a bit too small. But even so, it looks awesome. You do have a couple of choices of these vanes which are on there. I chose these ones which look like the big pylon, and as you can see from me moving, this does actually rotate in the legs. It doesn't come off, but it does rotate. You do get these sort of like barricades as such, and with most of the kits. These are pretty cool barricades. The only thing I didn't like about them was the back is plain. It would be nice to have something on the back, but on the whole they're pretty cool and very, very easy to make. And I think everything, to be fair, was easy to make except for the gun. This gun here, that was a bit of a pain. Not impossible, as you can see, because I've done it, but not the easiest of things. You just need a bit of patience with that gun. In terms of the instructions are pretty basic, which may be why I did struggle with the gun. You basically just get like pictures of where the bits go together. It's not that clearly written. Well, there is no writing, so it's literally just pictures. Obviously, I achieved it, so the instructions do work, but maybe they could be slightly better. I am used to laser cut card instructions, and he does incredibly detailed instructions, step-by-step guides. So that's the only thing I would say. Now I am going to expand my pylon over and above what you see there, because I've got some crystals which I got from Laser Cut Card, which are these. Now you can buy these from Laser Cut Cards. He sells them, I think it's a pack of 12 for about £6. I'll put a link to the Laser Cut Card website as well in the description below. But once this is painted up, I am going to plan on putting that in there, because I think that will look really awesome. So that's going to be my plan. But on the whole, as I said, I really like this kit. It took us It took us 3 sessions to build this one, mainly because obviously we were using PVA, so we had to wait for sections to dry before we could move on. The only thing which I did super glue was this like arc onto this strut, just because I needed it to dry quick, because otherwise I'd have to sellotape it all down to dry and stuff. So I super glued that onto there, but that was the only super glue that I used. So that was the pylon, really liking it. The next one is this one here. Now this one comes with 2 barricades in this kit, and this is called the Cyber Tower. And I have to say, this was probably the easiest one to make. I made that in about half an hour, the whole thing. Very simple. Good instructions, because it's just so simple, and nice big parts as well. There's nothing small and fiddly about this kit whatsoever, and it looks really awesome. I'm really liking it. Looks fantastic. It's really solid as well, so I am liking that, definitely, yeah. So that was that one, and then lastly was the Cyber Power Plant, where you get these 2 pieces. So basically the same, except they've got 2 different sections on, like an up and a down one. And you get, of course, one of the barricades as standard with these kits. Now on my one, I decided not to glue the top sections, these ones here, because I decided that if I glued them in, it would be impossible to paint on the inside. So I've left all mine off so that I can obviously paint them up, and then once it's all painted I'm going to glue these sections in. But yeah, that was my own thing. I decided to do that. Again, very simple to build these ones, to be fair. I think again we built both of them and the barricade in about half an hour, which was, you know, very reasonable. So that's it really. That's all of the stuff that I got. I said overall I'm very happy with it, and I can't wait to get it painted, see what it looks like on the table. It's definitely going to match into my board quite well. I've just had like a little afterthought. I suppose arguably I could put some of these crystals maybe in the power plants as well. Potentially, could be an option. But there you go. So I'm going to get on and paint these at some point, and obviously I'll let you have another look once they're all painted. Okay, that's it from me. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video.